Hey everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Day Old Sushi Community Tournament. This is week 3 match, That's What C Said versus Octo Odyssey. I am already in the lobby. I am just waiting on these two captains to get things underway. It's looking like maps are getting ready to get picked. So let's go ahead and slide over here super quick while we wait on them to select that. Today, due to scheduling reasons, the games will be ordered as follows below. So we'll be playing Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track first, Crab Leg Capital for Clan Blitz second. We'll do Undertow Spillway third with Rainmaker. We'll be doing Splat Zones Mako Mart fourth, and then we will be doing Tower Control Ink Blot last. So just bear with me, y'all. I am in fact alone today on my commentating, but I will do the darn best I can to get you guys some entertaining games going out there. Or, commentary with the games. Alright, let's slide on over here. Alright, let's see. Zion. Oh no! They need to switch it. They need to switch it. They need to switch. There we go. All right, we're getting things squared away right now. Alrighty, there we go. They're switching it out. There we go. All right, so on team That's What C Said, we've got Honey Lemon, Wipeout, Eel, Chai Tea, and Melvo. And on team Octo Odyssey, we've got Taco Bako, Onigiri, aka Rice Ball, Minaya, and Zion and Radibor, excuse me. Dyslexia hit me like a freight train right there. Holy cow. Alrighty. I'm excited for these matches. Let's see. Humpback Rainmaker. For this map, let's see how things go, because back in Splatoon 2, the way this was is it was easy to, quick knock someone out in this game. But with 2 checkpoints, that kind of alleviated the issue a bit. But it all just depends on how each team decides to push in. So we'll see how they go in. Also, just a reminder, I'm excited because we're finally getting that live Octo Odyssey action. I am super hyped for it. Alright, just waiting on the teams to get their weapons situated and such. Alrighty. Alright, let's see what Zion and Eel are going to play. They must be thinking really hard about these choices. They got to be consulting with their team really hard. Oh, but they got it. And we're going to get this match underway. Alright, here we go. First game, Rainmaker, Humpback Pump Track. Let's make it rain, guys. I'm missing something here. Give me one moment. Let's fix it here, as we're seeing these teams coming out of their spawns. Alright, Rainmaker Pop has gone underway. We got some brush action on the right side from Radibor. Let's see how he handles himself. Alright, Rainmaker making a good push. Radibor trying to catch him. They do, in fact, catch him. Rainmaker goes down. Radibor also goes down, though, but he stalls for his team. And Special comes out from Zion, gets a pick on the brush, the ink brush there. They are trying to stall this out. That's what he said, is trying to get the pop. Unfortunately, they are unable to. Octo Odyssey gets the pop. Minaya moving to take mid and move to front line for their team. Oh, goes down to a mine from the brush. Zion is trying to push the Rainmaker, but she is being pressed back, unfortunately. That's what he said, is trying to mount their defense. One in the window on the left side of the map. So far, Zion is going to try to get this over the peak. Tri-Strike is coming out to stop her. Unfortunately, not able to get a hit on it. And the Rainmaker finally goes down in the pit on right side of mid. There are beacons out, so they need to be careful. That's what he said, needs to watch those beacons, because beacons can be dangerous. There's brush off on the right side of the map. They go down. Rainmaker is being pushed by Honey Lemon once again. There's a bucket sneaking behind them, though. The brush takes them out with a trade. They do get stopped right before the checkpoint, unfortunately. Roller is in mid, trying to make things happen, trying to keep map control. They're low on ink, though. You gotta watch that ink. Brush takes them down in mid while they're low on ink, unfortunately. Chai T is making some schmooze with this brush here. Octo Odyssey 2 down. The Rainmaker's getting pressed, and the Rainmaker goes down. Beacon is taken out. Chai T is making some moves with these brush, but they have been all tournament. This brush play has been on point all tournament long. They do grab the Rainmaker and rotate it around, trying to get this checkpoint. The Hydra, or not the Hydra, excuse me, the Edit is trying to stop them, but unable to. They do break the checkpoint, so checkpoint does go to That's What C Said first. Octo Odyssey about to try to get this pop so they can start mounting a counter push. Will they let it reset, or they're... Okay, they're gonna grab it. There's a skirmish on the right side, peeking right over. Oh, and the brush is coming behind. Oh, you gotta move. Taco Baco manages to counter with a break on the checkpoint as well immediately after. They need to take literally one step with it just to get that lead. That's What C Said is defending it with their life. They grab it and eliminate that chance of them getting that one step forward to get the lead. Rainmaker's rotating toward the right. 2 in mid, skirmishing, brush versus brush action, and Octo Odyssey's brush goes down. Rainmaker goes down, and so does Eel to Manaya. Manaya is doing some dastardly things with this roller. They gotta press forward, though. They have to. Oh, never mind. They're grabbing the Rainmaker. Okay. They'll be the Rainmaker grabber. Okay. Octo Odyssey is 2 down. They're trying to get that push. Manaya goes down to the brush. Wipeout is getting a double. Wipeout gets a double. Goes down to the bucket. Zion with that beautiful afro. Love it. Love it. Alright, that's some Tri-Flasher action. Let's see what they do here. They get special. Are they gonna pop it? Let's find out. Holding it for just a bit. Oh, they turn around and get the kick on Chai T. Unable to move forward. Pops the special to try to stop the Rainmaker here in mid. There's one below them. The brush takes them down out of the air. And gets a double. Goes down immediately, though, unfortunately, to Radibor. Radibor does manage to stop the Rainmaker before they can push forward and get any more points. Putting up beacons to try to help their team get back in quickly. Oh, and it's a wipeout! A wipeout for Octo Odyssey against That's What C Said. They are unopposed. Manaya has to get this pop. They just need to get the few steps forward. And can they get it? Oh, I'm sorry. They were on the other side of the map. I got turned around, y'all. I got turned around. There we go. Alright, Zion trying to push the Rainmaker over toward their side. Let's see if they can get that one step they need. It's looking like they might. And they do! Alright, 35 seconds on the clock. Octo Odyssey no longer has the lead. It's not a huge lead that... Or excuse me. Blah, 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 blah. That's What C Said no longer has the lead. But it's only a few bits, like a few steps away to get that lead. They go down to Manaya. Manaya is guarding that Rainmaker in the window. Ooh, trade out with the brush / Rainmaker pop. Honey Lemon is going to grab the Rainmaker, and she's trying to get something started. There's 10 seconds on the clock. Let's see if she can make something happen. They only need a few steps, but she's barred by 2. The bucket, oh no, she's barred by 3 now. Her teammate has to get in there help. Oh, okay, this might be it. They have to go. They have to go forward. Manaya's the only one stopping them right now. Can they get the pick on Taco? Taco is guarding. They just need a few steps. They just got... Oh, Radibor comes behind and gets the pick. They are unable to get the lead. And that's going to be the game for Game 1 Rainmaker Humpback. The game goes to Octo Odyssey. Alright, way to be, Octo Odyssey. Way to be. It's not over yet. That's what C said. Y'all still got plenty matches to go. There's plenty of game time here left. Plenty of game time. Make sure I adjust this score real quick while they will be switching the maps. Alright, just a quick refresher. So now they will be playing Crab Lake Capital on Clam Blitz. So let's see if we still get some brush action going. I love me some Crab Lake. It's kind of grown on me thanks to my team, honestly. But I gotta say, I'm wondering how they're gonna, like, if they're gonna, like, push in hard. Especially if Wipeout does go, if Wipeout and or Chai T still stay on the brush, which usually one of them does, if not both of them. But it's Clam Blitz, so we can probably expect maybe to see the double brush combo here. Because the only thing is, especially with the brushes, you have to watch one might push ramp, one might push on the bridge to the left of the spawn. And if they go both ways, that could be pretty darn dangerous for the other team, for the enemy team. So, I'm just kind of wondering what they're going to do. All right. Let's see. Okay, let me see real quick. Oh! Alright, guys. I may or may not be getting reinforcements here. Also, hello, Vaporon. You did miss quite the first game. It was a close game. It was only what, 53-60? So it wasn't a huge lead that Octo Odyssey got on. That's what he said, but they were really close. That's not. You're right. It's not my commentary build. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get dressed real quick. Let me be quick about it, because these teams are really quick switching into their fit. Hold on. Let me get in uniform. One moment. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, I'm dripped out. Are you satisfied? There we go. So fancy, so pro. Thank you. Hi, Jelly Shoes. Welcome in. Hope you guys are, if anybody did catch the first match, I hope you guys are just as excited to see this next game as me. I am quite. Oh wait, let me ready up so that they're not waiting on me. I'm so excited. We're getting a crab leg capital, and I'm thinking that's what he said is gonna bust out that double rush combo, because it is clams, and usually you see it on clams. And this is a good map actually for because the brush can get across that bridge pretty quickly on the right side, or excuse me, on the left side of the spawn. So I'm wondering how they're gonna push in. Executive, yes, more matches, yes. All right, I will be getting surprise reinforcements here. So let me switch the game really quick. Gonna switch over to... There we go. Alrighty. Bye, idiot! I forgot that was on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hello, audience.
Told you guys I was getting some surprise reinforcements here. Welcome in, Fat Earth.
Yeah, hope y'all don't mind if I crash this party here. Just gonna hop into this room really quick. Mara, for those of us who are just tuning in,
I got you, fam.
How many of our games have we gone through so far, and what are the current standings?
So far, we have only gotten through one game. It is in the favor of Octo Odyssey right this second. So let me just pull up this game for you real quick, because there's some skirmishing going on, and you are missing it all. Manaya goes down to Onigiri. Rice ball. All right, let me just casually let me put this on for you real quick. And here we go. You should be able to see, my friend. Oh, there's a hammer up on the left by the catwalk. They fall. Can I get a pick with this? They do eat the hammer. All right, Wipeout's going up the wall. They're in a little bit on that. It's very dangerous to be on that bridge in mid on the catwalk. Especially against a Splatling, because they can pick you off pretty easily here. But they are finding their way. They take down Manaya again over near the pit. And they're going to try to sneak in. But this Splatling on the top, the edit. Oh, is that the heavy? Excuse me. They have two. Okay. It's kind of hard for me to see from here. But the roller is going to... Ooh, trade out with the roller.
And a ball just formed here by the brush on the side of That's What Z Said. Unfortunately, with other members of the team going down in the process, still a very heavy neutral game being played here. Some brush-on-brush action up here on the top left, Mara.
And Chai T does win that brush-on-brush action and gets rid of that beacon immediately, which is good, because they don't want the enemy team jumping in. That's a bad time for everybody involved. Ooh, ball goes down. Onigiri goes down to the brushes on the ramp. Ooh, that's
that jumping coming a little bit short of the ramp here, and it looks like we have another brush coming in and getting the first ball in. Looks like no follow-up here for That's What he said as two go down, and Octo Odyssey taking map control once more, Mara.
That's right, and excuse me, Octo Odyssey is pushing out. They have actually most control of mid right now. There we go. Switch it up.
2 balls in possession here.
There we go. Whoa. It's a reverse. They do get the score. Go ahead, Fat.
Only one going in. See if this... Oh, and the Hydra ends up getting their... what looks like their pity in here and holding the line here as their members jump back in, Mara.
It's looking like... Ooh, it's looking like Brush is already back in mid for That's What C Said. And they're trying to get clams because they're going to go for that Brush shenanigans once again to try to push in. Probably going ramp, may go top right, but that ball, that Splatling gets them. Oh, they're down in mid. Go ahead, Fat.
A nice tight pick over here. Looks like the ball... Power Comp's going to go into the void, still trying to avoid some feisty Brush action going on here, with trades happening left and right, and here we have the next score from That's What She Said, Mara.
Melville actually got really deep in there. Nobody was blocking. They got in for free, and they are staying there, living rent-free, keeping it... Oh, they finally go down to Manaya and Radibor. They are pushing back toward mid. Go ahead, Fat.
Looks like still advantage for Octo Odyssey here. Just a difference of 4 points on the board. Looking like a Power Clam could take the lead here.
Eel is taken down by Radibor. They are stopping that hammer. That is a nice hammer cancel. They're in a good position here. Don't you think so, Fat?
Absolutely. We got 7 clams for the Brush over here. I hear Power Clam opening on the other side. Someone just snuck in right past Mara.
I'm telling you, these Brushes, it's hard to keep an eye on them because they're getting in left and right. That's some good skirmishing going on, though. They do manage to push them out, and Chai-T goes down to Zion, and they're making push toward mid as Juice goes out, Fat.
Still a very close game here, looking like 1 Power Clam and 2 single clams could bring the lead back towards Octo Odyssey's favor. They do have a Power Clam in possession here, looking like we might even have a Pity Clam at the ready. Drinks are starting to run out, and the time is ticking down on that clock, Mara.
Ooh, and Zion almost manages to dodge the Zuka. The second shot gets them, though. They go down to Melvo. Melvo's pushing forward immediately, guarding this ball with his life. They are guarding it, and it does manage to pop out of existence. Unfortunate for Octo Odyssey. Fat.
Trade City here, looking like there is 1 more Power Clam in reserve for Octo Odyssey as we're getting down to the last 10 seconds. Should be enough to trigger overtime here as Octo Odyssey creeps their way slowly forward. Still looking pretty neutral here. We see that Pity Clam getting picked up as overtime gets triggered. Unfortunately, going to go down in the process to some more Brush shenanigans, Mara.
Ooh, Wipeout is stuck in the screen, but that ball is about to die. Overtime clock is ticking down, and I think that might just be the game there. They don't have the time to push forward. That's it. I think that's going to be it. And that is, in fact, it.
A well-fought game by Octo Odyssey, but looks like That's What C Said is going to bring a tie with just a 3-point difference, Mara.
I mean, it was a close game. Unfortunately, they just couldn't get through. But you know what? That's what C said. You may have won the first game, but we are not going out without a fight. We are going to fight you tooth and nail for this win.
And if it keeps up like this, Mara, I'm sure we'll see a Game 5.
Ooh, I hope so. Wait, no, we're going to see a Game 5 anyway because it's play all.
That's right. And of course, every win is going to count here. Essentially, the way that we're running it through this tournament up until our bracket is the matches proper, i.e. who wins more games in the single match per week, is largely irrelevant. It mostly comes down to games won, as that will determine who moves on to the final bracket, which will be taking place on March 1st. Looks like we're gonna swap out some players here, Mara, and get ready for this next match game, which is
gonna be Undertow Spillway Rainmaker.
Undertow Spillway Rainmaker. That's right. Looks like we're doing a slightly different order here to accommodate certain players and certain schedules here. And yeah, Rainmaker, Undertow, Spillway. What do you think about this one, Mara?
Personally, I have a love-hate relationship with Undertow Spillway. It's so condensed in mid. There's not many places you can go, especially if it's zones. Thankfully, it's not zones. So with Rainmaker, typically, a lot of people, like, you're supposed... The best route really is to push it to the left side, but sometimes if you really just need to break it, sometimes you have to go to the right and then rotate it toward the left. Because left is safer, because it's farther from the enemy spawn, as opposed to right side, which is literally, they drop two, 3 steps swimming, they're there.
Yeah, to me, this seems, and certainly there's some contention with modes like Splat Zones just being a pretty tough sell on a map like this because of that condensed mid. Rainmaker, I feel on this map largely solves that problem, which is odd to say because Rainmaker has its own, host of other issues to contend with. This map to me feels a lot like Mako Mart Rainmaker, but a little bit more competitive. It has that similar kind of go left for that slow, safe route, go right for that riskier, fast route, right below the spawn.
Yeah, that's true. But sometimes high risk is high reward. And in a pinch, if you need those points, it's good to get, because if you don't break that checkpoint, the enemy team can easily manipulate the game, because all they have to do is backpedal it to their spawn, kind of just slow trek it so they don't explode right away. But like, then you have to go into their base, you have to splat them, and then you have to run it forward, which means you're turning your back to your enemy, and then you got to break the checkpoint, and then you got to push it forward. So it's a lot of steps if your enemy team just grabs it and just kind of just stalls it.
I will say, having played quite a bit of this map for some recent events, I have found Ink Brush to be very annoying on this stage, just having that little extra bit of mobility. And there's certainly other weapons that can, provide that, brushes, certain types of dualies, maybe even something along the lines of a Splooshomatic or other fast shooters. Just being able to get into those flanks and maneuver around the map a lot more freely.
Okay, but what about Sploosh? I heard Splooshomatic. What about Sploosh?
I think you could make it work on this map. It's a little tough because of some of the unankables.
True,
but
true.
Here we go into game 3. We do see another double brush comp.
I'm loving seeing all these brushes, I'm not gonna lie to you. And they are slaying with them. You can tell they really enjoy and they love the weapons that they use, because they are out here showing it.
We do see a coolerless comp from That's What Z Said. This is certainly not the first match that we've seen that coolerless approach here. Meanwhile, on the side of Octo Odyssey, we do see that beacon brush, an NZAP. A lot of short-range weapon picks here, Mara. The longest one being that custom well string.
True. The only thing is, though, with the short weapon build, for the most part, they're going to have to be hyper aggressive, because once they get in, they have to get in and make a statement. And Manaya does take down Chai T, but goes down to the lasers, I believe it was. Wipeout over here doing some things by the checkpoint, gets a trade out on the checkpoint.
We do see this custom well string holding the line here, providing some more jumps for the teammates. Ooh, a nice trade with that. We're still looking pretty even here. A bit of a meat grinder in mid here, Mara.
Ooh, I know they felt that one, but it's looking like the Rainmaker is starting to get pushed again for Octo Odyssey. They are trying to pave a way forward, with Zion trying to take the way in the front. They unfortunately cannot win the skirmish on the left side near that elbow. Fat.
Yep, and Octo Odyssey getting a little bit separated here. This might give That's What C Said an opportunity to push for a few more points here, as they are looking to contest this left side, getting shut down in the process, Mara.
I'm telling you, Radibor is popping off with this brush. He is getting these picks at crucial moments when it's important, and they do manage to break the checkpoint.
Yeah, one of these points where taking that right route, proving to be a little bit more advantageous, just having that window to be able to push it up, and now having broken that first checkpoint, gonna try to get just a little bit here, Mara.
That was actually really good teamwork there on the left ramp from That's What C Said. That roller was pressing in, but 2v1, and they did win it. Now they're pressing forward. They have most control of mid, and they're going to try to make their push here. They do go down one. Let's see if they can make it happen. They do get a pick, though. It's 3v3 now. Fat.
It's a meager lead here, and for Octo Odyssey, again, a bit spread out here as we see brushes and shooters trying to push their way through, finally getting that checkpoint and strikes coming out. See if That's What C Said is able to capitalize off of this push with that whale, looking like taking out one or two of their opponents here.
And they do get the lead. Oh!
And the knockout!
I'm sorry. I had a minute processing that. They literally just said I was watching it. But my brain was having a little bit of a hard time kind of actually processing that they just literally slid right on in with no opposition.
Some very smooth movement there, and that's what C-Said takes Rainmaker under tow. They are now 2 games to Octo Odyssey's 1.
That was excellently played by both teams. That was excellently played. So yeah, that's what C said. Just managed to get that stronger push there, and they slipped right on. They got the counter checkpoint immediately after. Managed to slip right on in after they got the 2 picks, got the pop, got the grab, and they slid right on in.
What are we looking at next here, Mara?
All right, next one we're looking at is going to be Tower Control Mako Mart.
Tower Control.
I'm sorry. Wait, go back. Rewind. I was looking at the wrong icon.
Like,
Zones Mako Mart.
Black Zones Mako Mart. I think the biggest debate on this stage is whether to pronounce it Mako or Mako.
I pronounce it Mako because Japanese pronunciation, but my friend tells me it's Mako because, Mako shark. So I guess it's one of those tomato. What do you think?
Well, I pronounce it Mako, but I am not Japanese, Mara.
You know what? That's fair. That is absolutely fair, and I judge no one for it. I literally just say tomato, potato, potato. However you pronounce it, I know what you mean, and I love that map.
It'd be interesting here to see what their comp choices are, to see if we might take advantage of a little bit more long range now that we are back into splat zones on a relatively big map here. We did see a Hydra come out before, and of course some stringers being played as well. We're going to see right here what kind of adjustments they're going to make here. See if Octo Odyssey might be changing out their strategy a little bit now that they have felt out these first few games. See if they can't cinch a few more points in the book, Mara.
That's true. Personally, I don't think Double Brush will help them as effectively here. But then again, that's just my personal opinion. Because, hey, if you know your way around the weapon, you can still make it work. But I think that one brush and a little bit more range will probably benefit them more here.
Yeah, brush can certainly paint a little bit more than it seems, but hard to call it a high paint output weapon. Probably more likely that we're going to be seeing some kind of retake specials here. Ink Strike's kind of being that classic pick, Mara.
Or, missiles. I'd like to see some missiles. I'm a firm missile believer. Don't look at me. I'm a heathen.
Definitely. I do think missiles is probably one of the most underrepresented specials in this game. Likely because it's just not on that many weapons, and it's not, it's not in not every class has a weapon with missiles, Mara. And the ones that do don't necessarily have optimal kits for it. But it could definitely be something you see.
Unfortunately, I do know that one of my favorites, though, has it. Flings a roller.
We have seen some players play Flings and Roller. I believe we've also seen some players playing the Reflux and the Paintbrush, and forgive me if I'm forgetting what else, but so over the course of the tournament, we have seen some potential for missiles being a possibility. Certainly it's annoying against some of the slower backline options, things like Hydra, things like X-Splosher can really suffer from missile spam, although it's certainly toned down in this game compared to Splatoon 2.
Unfortunately, but also fortunately, because I'm an X-Splosher user. Anywho,
I still get PTSD from hearing that icon. Looking like they are going with the single brush, Mara.
All right, I'm glad to see it. I think this is going to benefit them. They do have a tri-stringer this time, as well as a
tri-slosher.
Yep, and a tri-slosher. And then the T-Tech with the strikes. That's actually going to be pretty darn useful here. That's actually going to help them out a lot.
Yeah, we do have drinks on both sides here, with the cooler coming out here for Octo Odyssey first and foremost.
Ooh.
3 going down from That's What Z Said, and the first lead flip.
Octo Odyssey said, "We are coming in this game strong, and we are going to push you out." Hydra takes up the right stack. They are booyah bombing to keep them out. They have the lead now, but it's looking like there's some flanks going on. One's trying to sneak in the mid. It's a brush from the left side. Hydra has eyes on them. They are lasered by one set, though, so they get pushed back, unfortunately, Fat.
Looks like Distraction is going to give just enough time for it to flip to That's What C Said, with almost out of penalty, seeing if Octo Odyssey can't return the flip back and add a little bit more penalty on top of that, Mara.
And Octo Odyssey does flip back the zone. They are taking up right stack again. Specials are going in their base. Zion is putting the pressure on That's What C Said. And they are whittling their way through this penalty quickly. Let's see. They're going to get some more points on the board, probably.
Yeah, Octo Odyssey has a whole lot of map control right now, getting a little bit separated again here. Oh, but 2 going out, 3 going down from That's What C Said, Mara.
They do still
the zone flip.
Yep, I was just gonna say that. They still managed to put the zone, which was impressive.
It's the pesky brush again.
Chai Tea really knows how to work their brush.
Looking like someone may have jumped in or followed up on a flank here. Not sure if they have been seen, but That's What he said, going to flip it one more time as the map is going to flip yellow here.
That was a nice skirmish on the right stack, though. Chai does go down immediately after, unfortunately, in the street. But That's What he said, he's managing to hold that zone. I'm sorry, Fat, go ahead.
No, you're good. We see that Inkjet coming out again. A lot of flips back and forth. There's just very, very little penalty here on both sides. Still very much everyone's game here, Mara.
Ooh, and Zion takes a pick on the right side by the enemy Sponge. They are going up toward their snipe lookout, and they are trying to get a pick here. Unfortunately, they go down having 2 people on them and a bomb. Chai Tea is trying to get in there and do some more brush things now, Fat. There's a jump in.
Absolutely. Yeah, love to see that those tri-sloshers here, or as I like to call them, the 3rd and 4th ink brush kits, Mara.
I've never heard that before. I'm gonna need you to explain that one later after this game, because there's too many splats going on here. I cannot. Hydra takes right stack again, Fat.
Looking like we have a Booyah Bomb here at the ready, coming out now, going to get a little bit more special for the team. Map looking very, very blurful. Octo Odyssey almost through their penalty here, but 2 going down. A cooler coming out as well. Some opposing strikes here. Now through the penalty, looks like contending with more flanks that Hydra backing up and it flipping back again to yellow, Mara.
I do want to say that I do love how that Hydra is very attentive to the flanks, because they are keeping eyes on the flanks for that rush. Like, they backed up, not too far, but reasonably so to keep themselves alive, as Octo Odyssey is going to flip this zone here again.
The brush here, now ready with dare I say, the coolest special, the Zipcaster. Just holding on to it now, getting a pick here on the ink brush. Gonna follow up with that zip.
Ninja time.
Spider-Man in. Oh, Cluster getting another pick in the process.
And managed to get out of the special just before they go down. Are they gonna get a second here? Unfortunately, not quite. Wait, they did. Yeah. They got Chai.
Yeah, they're gonna keep them staggered here. Yep, and just the last few points ticking away here with just the tri-slosher left. That game is going to go to Octo Odyssey.
This is too much back and forth for me. I'm being torn left and right. It's 2-2, y'all. It's coming down to game 5 for who's gonna actually win this set. Oh my goodness.
2-2 here. Yep, with a big momentum swing for Octo Odyssey now, tying it up as we move now into game 5.
I love it here. Oh my goodness. This is what we came here for, y'all. Is this what y'all want? Are y'all not entertained? Because I certainly am.
Yeah, not only do we have a nice tied up set, that last game just showcasing just how close these matchups are, Mara, with the constant flips back and forth, just rarely staying in one team's color for too long, but Octo Odyssey in the end just getting those last few picks at the right time, and that last little stagger just towards the end, giving them enough momentum to knock it out, Mara.
And that's how it should be. It should be a tug of war here and there, because if I haven't actually played many X games. I've only played like 5, but I've heard this is kind of how it is in or should be usually in X rank, where that zone doesn't stay switched for very long. It's a back and forth. You have to oppress the enemy. You have to go in their bait. You gotta keep them locked out. That's the only way you're gonna keep that zone.
Absolutely. The best games really are the ones that are challenging enough that you're on your toes, but not so overwhelming that it feels like you don't have a chance. And it seems like we have had, generally speaking, during these tournaments, some very even matchups, with a lot of games being very close and a lot of sets being very close as well, Mara.
Yeah, so with us going into what's it called? Inkblot Art Academy for tower control. Ooh, tower control is, I can say many things about tower control on this map.
Back to another Splatoon 2 map here. This is definitely one. Again, this is maybe my bias being also a brush player, but having very ratty weapons can be a big advantage on this stage. Certainly getting into that bats area, not just with a brush, but with things like dapple doolies or very fast shooters. Almost more scary is getting something with a longer range into that bats area just to totally oppress anybody coming from spawn on that tower path. We'll have to see what kind of strategies they choose, if these teams go for more of those fast comps or if they want to have that little range for that extra bit of insurance, Mara.
All I know is if a brush goes up there and you don't see it, you don't take them out, it's over. So I'm ready to see some brush flanks or brush flank callouts.
Yeah. Interested to see if we'll have beacons here. We do not. We do have the Zipcaster again. And looking like that's what C said, opting for another coolerless comp here.
To be fair, cooler is not the end all be all. It's just a preference. But
I don't
think
it is either.
Yeah, like, see, look at that. They got cooler, they're dead, but they will be getting back in shortly. So that's one of the benefits, of course. But it's not necessary to win a game, but it does definitely help, as we see right here with Radibor getting 2 picks from jumping right back in with that cooler energy, almost trying to find a third on the right stack. They unfortunately can't, but they are still there lurking. Ooh, it's a trade in mid. Ooh, breathe.
We see another cooler coming out here for Odyssey. Those strikes going to try to slow things down a little bit, prevent the members of Octo Odyssey from getting those drinks here. As we see them slowly inch their way back forward. It's going to take a lot of patience from That's What C said to push up, but not an insurmountable lead by any means. We see a few more members going down here.
It's a 3v3 with one in mid trying to get Honey Lemon down. Unfortunately, they're not able to find that pick. Honey Lemon assists with the pick. Their teammate Mello does go down. Oh, and Honey Lemon goes down, unfortunately. Onigiri is out here with Juiced Up. They did manage to get that pick. They are running for their life from the bucket, though, and goes down that.
Starting to see that bit of a spiral here. Just the advantage that the juice is providing, just having to constantly fight through waves and waves of Octo Odyssey as they're starting to approach that bats. We see another Inkjet come out here but as they pass checkpoint number 2, Mara.
Brush is lurking in the suicidal, uninkable place. They do come out, though, and try to find a pick. Unfortunately, not able to find anything. Taco Bako takes them down. It is looking not too good for That's What C said, but the push is still going. The push is still going. Can they get to checkpoint 2, Fat? Do you think so?
We've got this last bit here. It looks like we're just about to cross the checkpoint number 3. They're gonna have to make something happen now.
Ooh, that was a good stop at the 3, but can they get Taco Bako out? They have to get Taco Bako off the tower. Unfortunately, unable to do it. Unfortunately.
Looking like a bit of a miscommunication there at the end. That's going to end the set. Looking like Octo Odyssey going to take that 3rd game, leaving the set 2 games for That's What C said to Octo Odyssey's 3.
So, about that, Juice is not the end-all be-all. I think it was the end-all be-all for this set, though.
It is particularly difficult on tower control. You get so much passive special charge by virtue of controlling the tower that it just pushes your advantage that much more. You're already saving so much special from using cooler, and just having that little extra bit from that tower certainly helps a lot, particularly on a stage like Ink Blot, where those last few checkpoints can go very, very fast, Mara. Still, excellent play from both teams. Good games from everybody. Mara, what are we looking for next in terms of the stream schedule?
Okay, so we do have one more game tonight that'll be happening, and I believe that game was Team For the Win versus Public Anemone.
Yeah, I believe that's in just under 2 hours, if memory serves.
That's correct. It'll be happening in 2 hours from now. So for Eastern folks, that'll be 10 p.m. For Pacific folks, that'll be 7 p.m. And for anybody in the Central European area that may be awake at that time, it'll be 4 a.m. Oh my goodness. If y'all are awake at that time, what's wrong with y'all? Go to sleep. I'm kidding. Don't go to sleep. Come watch the games. They will be hosted. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to pick up on that. I believe we're also doing a replay review tomorrow, maybe a little bit more than that, actually. We've got some games coming up this weekend, the remainder of our Week 3 games, and then the start of our Week 4 games. They may not exactly be in that order. Basically, from now until the end of the month, we're going to be finishing up those final matchups. And then again, our finals will be happening on March 1st. So stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled on the Day Old Sushi Twitch page.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
It will be, actually, the next match will be hosted on the Day Old Sushi channel, actually, at DayOldSushi_TV right here on the Twitch platform. So I hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys got your snacks. Go take you a break, get you something to eat. Come on back in just shy of 2 hours. We'll be here for you with some more exciting games.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for having me, Mara.
Thank you for joining me. I big appreciate you coming in for that slide assistance. I big appreciate you, really.
Of course. Anytime.
All right, everybody. We'll see y'all in the next game, and y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Have a good one.
Bye.